Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.com. Thank you for joining me today for another card making video. Today's card is for the Stamp Around UK video hop, so please do check out the description of this video. All the other links are in there. It'd be really great if you could hop along to those other channels and leave some likes, subscribes and comments. That would be marvellous. The theme this month is a sketch challenge, so we're all working to the same sort of layout as a starting point for all our projects today. So this is what I'm making, this nice layered card, okay, all in lovely shades of pink. And the products that we're going to be bringing out today are the Thoughtful Expressions bundle. So we've got these lovely flowers that we can use, and then that's where the sentiment is from. We've got one of the coordinating dies here. Oh, I need this one as well, so I'll just pop that out as well. Just to create that circular element in the background there. That's all part of the sketch, which you'll see on my corresponding blog post. The link will also be in the description for that. So that's what we're doing with that. Ooh, let's just pop that over here. And then the banner detail that we've got in the background here, I'm actually using these Nested Essentials dies for that. So the biggest one of these ones is what we're going to use today. So that's what I've already used, and I've already cut out my elements for that. So we're actually going to use two sandwiched together, okay, and the join is going to be nice and hidden by our sentiments, okay. So this was with Bubble Bath and Melon Mambo. That's the colours that we've used. So obviously want to make something a little the same but different. The little pearls are the Blooming Pearls or something. Let me just check. Yes, Blooming Pearls, okay. And the other colour that I've got in here is Pretty Peacock. I've got Garden Green and Gold as well. But I figured a Pretty Peacock version of this would look very nice. So that's how I've ended up choosing my colour for today. So we'll pop that to one side just for the minute. So with the, obviously this card, we've got the sort of brighter shade and then the more subtle shade. So with the Pretty Peacock that we're going to use today, I'm going to team that up with Lost Lagoon. Okay, so we'll have that ink pad to one side. So what I've already done ahead of time is actually cut two of those out from the Lost Lagoon cardstock. So we've got those elements ready, and we're going to be able to layer those up, make it the right height, and that'll determine where we put our sentiment. So those elements are already there. Let's put that to one side. We're just using a plain white card base, and then I've got some Pretty Peacock cardstock here. So we could cut out some elements from the middle of here as well to conserve some cardstock. So if you'd have wanted, you know, the banner thing to be in the Pretty Peacock, we could have cut one out of here and hidden it behind this white panel. So if you are looking to make those savings and get the most out of your cardstock, that's an option for you. Okay, but so for now we're just going to layer all this up. So we'll just bring out some stamping seal for that, so it's nice and quick and easy and generally mess free. Just a few lines of tape on here. So this piece will measure 4 by 5 3/4 to cover the whole of that front of that card. And then the white, let me just double check it for you, is 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. So this is to fit a UK A2 card, which is half a sheet of A4 cardstock. Okay, so that's our base all done. Okay, very, very easy, simple layering. Okay, so on this one, Just seeing if I actually popped it up, and actually I didn't. I didn't pop up the banners. So we can sort of position this onto our card where we want it. Could pop them up if you wanted to. So again, we'll use a bit of seal just to secure this in place. Just looking to get it kind of, you know, straight and equidistant from the bottom and along the side there, so it just looks nice and neat. And then this one's just going to layer on. I've just realised I've stuck that down and I should have tucked this one in underneath. So we'll just lift that up quickly and get that into position. Again, looking to get that nice sort of square look on there, and then we'll just lay that down like so. Okay, so that's going to be our element, and then this ugly join will cover up with our sentiment. Okay, so we'll pop that to one side just for a minute. Got some little scraps of cardstock here. Just grab them out of my scrap bin that I wanted. So this one's just going to get cut out on the die cut machine. And we've got our sentiment, the enjoy the day sentiment for this one, and then I've got my blooms for this one. Okay, so Pretty Peacock ink, and that's the kind of key colour that we're going to use. Just do some light tapping on the ink pad. Okay, and get this stamped in the middle of this. Just trying to think which die I use for this, because there's a die that I've used to cut out the sentiment, so we'll just pop that down just for a second. Is it in that one? Oh. Just trying to think whether it came out of this set or not, and I can't actually remember where I got it from. Oh, I know, it's the Stylish Shapes, another die set. So the Nested Essentials and the Stylish Shapes are really, really great basics to have in your cards, in your stash. There we go. Because they're all together. I keep that set separately. It doesn't coordinate with any of the with the stamp set. So I leave it to hand so that I can just pull it out to use on whatever project I'm working on. So we're just going to lie that over the top and make sure it's all nice and straight. So that's ready to die cut as well. So we're going to try and do as much die cutting as possible in one pass. The florals we've got should fit on this piece, as long as we've got room to get the dies round. That's going to work out beautifully. And just for a little added little bit of something, we're going to use some Wink of Stella, and we're just going to add a little bit of that to might be better to use the other one. I've got two on the go, and one's got a little bit more juice in it than the other. So for when you're applying the Wink of Stella, it'll add this lovely soft glitter, but it will also move that ink just a smidge. Doesn't sort of, you know, smudge it completely, but it just adds just a smidge of colour around there, just to take that stark white off. It's very, very subtle, but it's really, really pretty in real life. So I've got a couple of those on the go for various reasons, but see if I can get that to shine in the light. I don't know whether I can or not. Maybe there, and just see it just twinkling away. Okay, and then this die can fit over the top of that, and we can secure that in place as well. So I usually look for the points of those two leaves at either end, and if those two line up, usually the stuff in the middle is going to be fine. So that's in place, and we've got our other little bits and pieces on our cutting plate already. So I'm just going to add that to it, and we'll get 3 things cut all at once. She says if she can fit them all on. Yep, there we go. Sorry, just doing that off camera. Just setting that up, and then we'll roll that through. So some of them cut so well that they just ping out. So there's our lovely sentiment all done, so we don't need that anymore. That can go in the bin. 1 set of flowers, 1 circular-ish element, and then we just need to cut 1 more of these flowers. Again, just line up those leaves at either end, and the rest should be just perfect. And then that can run through as well. I think all of those dies from the Thoughtful Expressions Fit the Mini as well. I don't think any of them are wider than 3-ish inches. The mini stamping, cut and emboss machine that I meant, by the way. I think if you've got the smaller machine, that would work too. Okay, so we've got some bits and pieces here. Just want to add a touch of ink to this, just to take away the white on there. So I'm just going to bring in some scrap grid paper and bring back the pretty peacock ink. So I'm just going to load that brush up and just make sure that the colour's coming out okay, because I use 1 brush for the whole colour family, so I don't want you know, shaded spruce or something coming through on that. Okay, so I just want to use this to add just a little bit. In fact, that's even too much. Just a little bit of ink around the edge of this. Just bring it in a little bit more. Just so it's not plain white, really. Okay, you can make that as dark or as light as you want it to be. Okay, so you get that lovely dark edge where the ink sort of collects, brings out that lovely stitch detail. Okay, so that's really pretty. And then before I put it away, I'll just try and get off any real excess ink so it doesn't sort of just sit on the brush. But I don't clean them, I just leave them as they are and put them back in their little stand that I have. This is where I find I've now turned myself blue. No, I'm alright. Okay, so all we need to do now is just put all these elements onto our card. Okay, so again we'll bring in our seal. This isn't been raised up, we're just going to raise up the flowers. Okay, and then we're going to have that sentiment come through as well, so I think I'm going to line that up as well, roughly where that sentiment's going to go, maybe around there. And then sentiment wise, I think we'll put a couple of dimensionals on here. I'm going to put them towards the middle though, rather than the edges, because we've got lots going on. So we'll pop that in next to make sure it's covering up all the things we want it to. So I'm going to make sure it covers up that bit and come right across to the edge here. And hopefully it's straight. That looks okay. Let's make sure that's stuck down. You can always pop a bit of extra glue on there if you wanted to, if you felt like it needed it. That should be fine. Then just a couple of dimensionals on the back of this, because you know, as long as it's secured, they're quite strong dimensionals actually. Of course, just that bit of lift just makes your card just feel just that little bit special. I'm actually wondering about adding some ribbon at this point, because I've got this lovely gold ribbon as well, which is kind of cute. Not necessarily a bow though. I might just cut off a little bit of this. I'm just wondering about tucking some of that in as well. Maybe repositioning the what's they called? Flowers. And I might just use just a bit of seal along that. Just adds another little bit of something. Like so. And then I can just cut those ends off. So, just adds another little bit of texture to the card and a bit of that nice little luster there. And then we can decide where these are going to go. So I think so what I did with this one was I kind of hung it around and kind of looped it underneath that sentiment a little bit, maybe like there. And then I don't want to cover too much of that ribbon now I've put it on, but maybe just have it looping round. I want to make it like a C, so, and I'm just trying to hook things underneath and around and stuff just to give it a bit more interest. There we go. Still got the sweeping look to it, but just I've got that little bit of extra pizzazz there with that ribbon. And we can just add these blooming pearls now. My lovely pick tool. And what have we got? So again, you want well, you don't have to, but odd numbers look good. So we'll have 2 at the top here, just pulling it all together. I'll have another couple down here, just sort of continuing that sort of sweep of elements across the card. Okay, one on that banner there as well. Okay, so these are really nice. We've got the 2 different sizes. Evidently I haven't used the green ones yet, the garden green ones, but maybe I'll try and work those into a design. Okay, so there we go. This is my Pretty Peacock version of this card, all based on the same sketch. And then this is the bright pink one. So I think you can see just by switching colours and stuff, this is obviously very monochromatic. Doing a lot of monochrome at the moment. But you know, you don't have to be monochromatic. You can do whatever you want. But like I say, this is part of the Stampin' Around UK video hop. Please do check out the description. Please do like, subscribe and leave some comments for everybody participating today. And hopefully you'll find lots and lots of inspiration. And I bet there'll be loads of different ideas all based around this, using all different products and different colours and all that kind of stuff. So it will be an amazing thing for you to hop through. Thanks for joining me today. Do check out the description for the links and the products and everything else. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. Stay safe. See you soon. Bye.